This is Info Live TV Headline News, July 8th. I'm Daniel Ben-Nun. The violation of the Gaza ceasefire by Palestinian groups seems to have become routine as yet another mortar shell landed in the western Negev on Tuesday afternoon. No injury or damages were reported. Earlier in the day, Defense Minister Barak agreed to an Egyptian request to open the border crossings into the Gaza Strip, which he had ordered shut on Tuesday. In a joint operation by the Shin Bet and the IDF in May of this year, 4 members of a Hamas terrorist cell in Nablus who were planning to launch attacks against Israel were arrested. Details released by the Shin Bet reveal that the cell was responsible for making the bomb found by security forces in Tel Aviv last September, which was going to be used in the suicide attack. The 4 terrorists arrested were identified as Osama Halway, Tariq Abdullah Tahir, Majdi Tassabi Abu Yassin, and Imad Awad. The elite Iranian Revolutionary Guards began a large-scale military exercise on Monday. An Iranian official warned that if Iran was attacked, Israel and U.S. naval forces in the Persian Gulf would be prime targets for retaliation. While the Revolutionary Guards and the Iranian military hold regular exercises 2 to 3 times a year, Iran has refrained from specifying whether this is a routine drill or a special exercise. Prime Minister Olmert will be questioned by the police fraud unit on Friday for the 3rd time in an ongoing corruption probe against him. Olmert is being investigated for allegations that he accepted illicit funds from Jewish-American businessman Morris Talansky. Israeli law enforcement officials said that the recent investigations conducted in the United States strengthened suspicions of fraud against the Prime Minister. The Knesset Ethics Committee on Tuesday admonished Likud chairman Benjamin Netanyahu for taking his wife with him on a fully paid public relations trip to London. The committee determined that Netanyahu had violated regulations when he did not request the panel's approval before he accepted funding for the trip. In response to the violation, the committee issued Netanyahu the lightest penalty at its disposal. The IDF is investigating its possible involvement in the death of an Egyptian military officer pursuing Bedouin smugglers on the Israeli-Sinai border on Monday. In addition to a joint Israeli-Egyptian inquiry into the matter, the IDF has already conducted an initial probe into the incident. However, it still remains unclear if the Egyptian officer was killed by IDF fire. U.S. exports to Iran grew more than tenfold during President George W. Bush's years in office, even as he accused Iran of nuclear ambitions and helping terrorists. Despite increasingly tough rhetoric towards Iran, which Bush called a part of the axis of evil, U.S. trade has survived through the many sanctions imposed on the country for nearly 3 decades. Thank you for watching Info Live TV, Israel's only internet television network that broadcasts in 4 languages from Jerusalem to the world.